Hello and welcome to the Legislative Hour on Royal TV Channel 3. This program comes on every Saturday from 6 to 7 p.m. on this station, Royal TV, Liberal Best Television Network. Today we are in the office of Musa County District Number 2 Representative Honorable Sekou Kanneh. In 2011, the people of District Number 2 went to the poll and overwhelmingly elected him as their representatives, as their deputy to come to this honorable body to represent them. He has been in this house for nearly 4 years, and that it's important that we come and do a profile of the representative, see who is he, and for the past 4 years, what has he done, so as to explain to our many viewers. It's also important also know the historical life of our lawmaker, to know whether he anticipated being a politician as a young age coming up. Because we have spoken to some of our lawmakers, politicians, not many of them thought of becoming politicians. Some thought of becoming engineers, becoming businessmen, but end up becoming politicians. And it's important to come and get the view of Honorable Kanneh as to his aspiration as a young guy coming up and now to this position, serving as one of the leaders of our nation. So with no time to waste, we'll go straight to Honorable Kanneh. Honorable Kanneh, welcome to the Legislative Hour.
Thank you so much.
And to just to inform our audience, we are now in his office at the Capitol building. This is the official office at the Capitol building. Honorable Kanneh, and it is a difficult thing to have a profile interview with most politicians. Just briefly, 5 minutes, try to tell us about your early life, your teen life.
Well,
growing up.
Thank you.
And where you were born, your parents and things.
I was born in Batala on the 15th of September 1962 onto the Blessed Union of Mr. Alhaji Sarafode Swaliho Kanneh and Haja Madusu Tule out of Bon County. As a young man, I started my early education with my late grandfather, the late Alimami Ture in Batala in Korane School, and then later enrolled at the Cathedral Catholic School on Nelson Street. And then moved to Morovia College, First Assembly of God Elementary School on Kiri and Buchanan Street, and later Morovia College Industrial Training School, where I graduated in 1983 and matriculated at the Canada University College, earning a Bachelor of Science in Accounting in 1989. Thereafter, moved to the University of Liberia, worked for some time, moved to the University of Liberia, and a master's degree in regional planning.
Okay, before we come to your business life and your professional life, at that time in elementary school, growing up in junior high school, coming to university, what was your aspiration at the time? Was it becoming a politician or becoming something else?
With all sincerity, I never had a started dream of becoming a politician. All my days I've been opting to become a successful businessman. And immediately after college, I worked at the General Auditing Office, GAO, and then just to get the basic foundation in accounting, which is my profession, and then went straight into business. That has been my profession all my days up to the time I was elected 2011.
Okay, before coming, let's now discuss your professional life. So what was it like after graduating from university, getting your first job, and then going to your second job, your third job before coming here? What was it like? Not going to your business first, coming to professional life.
My profession, well, it was difficult. Right after the war, I had an opportunity to serve at the General Auditing Office. Used to be on Horton Avenue. I worked for 3 years at the GAO. We conducted several audits. I got trained by one of the best at the time, Mr. Tapa at the Procurement Concession Office, was one who hired me and then trained me along with other people. And when I left the GAO, I worked with Ome shortly for 9 months, and then as senior distributor in Todi. Then came back to government at the Ministry of Commerce. But my professional life has been very, very successful. When I left the Ministry of Commerce, I went to the port as controller of the National Port Authority, which was good. I had a good stay there for a year. And then I came back to business before coming into politics.
Okay, let's go to, in Liberia, it's always a difficult thing to start a business. It's difficult for most people because you have to get the capital, you have to get the experience, you have to get treatment to assist you in the business. So how was it starting up?
Well, it was a difficult thing. I started doing used car business. When I worked with Omi, whatever I earned, I used that to bring the first 2 used cars. And gradually I started to grow. I had a friend, now he's in the state called Khalifa Sharif, who really helped me. I used to give him my money. He would bring 1 or 2 cars for me and more his consignment, and when they come, he will go to me to sell. But then I used to park the car on Benson Street, which is now Aminata Station. There where I used to have my cars parked. And my cousin Sekou Kanneh used to be the general manager at that station at the time, so he would look after it while I look for customers. But gradually we started to grow with the help, and then we decided to move into gasoline. But it was not an easy thing. But one thing I want to say before that, business has been a family line. My father, my brother, all of us had been in line of business, especially the petroleum business. My senior brother, the late Musa Kenneh, who used to own Amsamo Corporation, was very successful businessman, whom I started to work with when I left college. And now my first job as senior supervisor for account receivable at the Amsamo Corporation. And I gained a practical experience from there. But then when the war came and everybody had to go head to scatter, we came back again, we started with used car. But I knew one day that I would have gone into the petroleum business because that had been a family line. So when things began to get better, we decided to move back into that business.
As a petroleum distributor?
As petroleum. First we started as a retailer. Our first gas station was, but let me backtrack a little bit. The name Duncan, that is a combination of 2 names. Okay. My cousin, who is happen to be Sekou Kanneh, and I'm Sekou Kanneh. When we were studying during our final year on Cuttington at Phoebe, we used to call it Sagon. We are going to study, and we were like tired. We were studying for microeconomics, and then we said, "Look, what do you want to do?" I said, "Look, when we graduate, we need to form a business," and the name Duncan Kanneh were one of the several names that was suggested on the study table. Okay. And then when we all left college, I decided to practicalize what we had invented as a student. And then I came up with the name Duncan. Later he joined me, and then we opened our first station.
Nice, a brand name in Liberia.
That's right. We opened our first station. By the time we began the station, he had left to go to the States. So I started Cali Junction, Duncan, and we started to grow up to 2011. We have spread into 3 counties: Bon, Grand Baza, Mangibe, and Monserrate 4. So we have a total station of 11 stations. But again, yes, that's Duncan. We started up to 2011. When I got elected, I officially left the position as the CEO of the institution and left it with him. So this is where Duncan is, but right now I'm a politician, no longer a businessman.
So what was the capital starting? Was it a huge sum of money, or was it something going on?
No. When we started, we never had that much capital. We operated like 10,000. And Musa, in every successful businessman life, someone has been your mentor. And today, Duncan owe it to streamers.
Okay.
We owe it to streamers. I must be Kenneh. We never had a started thought of being a distributor. It was Musa Hassan Bedete who paid hard-earned money and gave us our first distributorship lesson.
Okay.
He gave us that lesson. He gave us product up to 300,000, 400,000 to sell. We became a major outlet for him, and we made whatever profit we made, we use that to invest into the business that got us to where we are today.
So you enjoying business and then getting all of the profits, and you have a very good brand name, Duncan Incorporated. What then brought you to politics?
Well, the desire of our people of the district that they felt that the way we came out growing from one station to 11, and the way we managed that institution, people had to believe that if we came out to the capital building, we'll make a difference. And they suggested, hey, we said, we want to be a businessman for now. We don't have, and so you can't be a businessman all days of your life. Sometimes it's good to adventure in other area. We were talked to by the community people. We were talked to by the people of District 2. And we saw that, okay, if that's what the people want, we'll take on that mantle. And certainly they stood by us. They said that they were going to make sure that we win. They stood by us. They voted us in the office. Today, we are happy that we're serving the people that gave us the authority to come here.
Your election term was very challenging. Was seen like the first time those that watched your last campaign, it was a mammoth crowd. People coming on to support you. Not many people that knew you, not many, but because it was Sekou Kanneh, or because why you think the people came up were willing to vote you. That was in that. I remember at the speech you could not speak. You were like speechless. What on that day?
Well, on the day I officially launched, I was overwhelmed with the crowd when I saw that. So we became speechless, and we just made a few comments that will take on the mantle, like they said, and we hope they too will live up to the promises that they made to us by voting us into power, and we promise to do the best for them when elected. Yes, the reason why we also came, because after we made a promise to them that we will accept their petition and will come to serve, so we came over. And the crowd that came out, you were there, you saw it beat our imagination. So yes, the people were people of their words. They said they will make sure that we are elected. They stood by us, they supported us, and we are here.
Okay, prior to, we'll come to here, but you had your opponent, your new opponent, Colonel Jimmy Smith, who was adamant insisting the election was flawed, and he took you to the election commission. Was it according to you were writing some letters? You didn't turn up the day they were to do the recount. You didn't turn up. Why? It has to happen.
No, we turn out. I did not go in person as Sekou Kanneh, but I'm on United Party, or I was on United Party at the time. United Party was fully represented at the recount that they said they had a problem with. My campaign team were also present at the recount at the night. We went there the first day. My information, they show up. By the end of the day, they became a little bit aggressive towards the neck official, and they left. We were there, asked them to do the recount, because we had no fear, no doubt in our mind. We were not the one who were checking the ballot. We believe Knight did a very good job. If he had a query, yes, he took it to them. We all should have waited to see what was what. But again, be it as it may, they chose to withdraw from the process. So NEC had already declared us, and they stood by their position. They had to prove NEC otherwise, which again they could not prove their allegation. So we are here. That is behind us now. We are here, and we're serving. We're enjoying the confidence of the people of District 2.
Okay, Honorable, in one of the speeches from the late American President Abraham Lincoln, and he said, and I quote, "After the election, the night of the veteran night is important. This is where you jubilate, you have all the merrymaking with your style. But the next day is the beginning of the real job. And the next day was the day you came here to represent your people. That's a real job." So how was it, living a business life, just starting as a new politician?
Well, it was difficult really to get ourselves adjusted. Let me say that for the joke, because when you come from a business life and you're now a politician, you get up in the morning and hear people saying all type of things about you. you get irritated, you get worried. Sometimes some of the information are not even true. Then you don't have to call press conference, to do this, to counter. All of that was like, you know what am I into? I would have just stayed into our private life and then to avoid all of this. But as time went by, we interacted with some of our colleagues, the old hands who were here before, like Honorable Snow, Honorable Fowler, and other people, and they said, look, you know what, the job you have taken, how it go with this kind of stuff, we just got to get yourself adjusted. And we got ourselves adjusted over 1 or 2 in 1 year time. We got used to the politics, and yes, this is where we are today.
At the first time you were appointed on the committee on audit. So how was it? I think you was a co-chair on that committee. So how was it?
I was on the committee on investment and concession, which I was co-chairing, but I was on the committee of audit as member.
Okay.
But we had an opportunity we did a lot of in-house training from the World Bank Institute. They came here, they trained us, they took us to Uganda and other areas. We got a lot of as well. So when we came, we were prepared for the challenge. Being an accountant by profession and work as an auditor, so it was nothing new. We already knew what were there and served in a position of controller. So we knew what audit was all about, and we knew what to go for in the audit report. Again, it was not a difficult job for us because that was something that we had a background in, and we made our impact, and we're still making an impact on that committee. That we stay on that committee, the audit committee, and then presently we co-chairing the committee on waste, means finance.
Yeah, going to the committee on waste, means and finance. That was a terrible time here in the House of Representatives, while we had this in-house fighting between supporters of the speaker and those against him, people who wanted to oust him. And you were seen as one of the outstanding supporters of the speaker, very loyal member of the team of the speaker. And after that, you was appointed as co-chair of the committee on waste, means and finance. Do you think it was a payback or it was based on competence?
Well, like I just said in the introduction regarding my academic background, you will note that I was not appointed to that position because they wanted to pay me back. I was appointed based on my qualification as an accountant by profession. I've been served in that area for several years. I believe I was given the position to do that. But let me say this, I have not said that to anybody. When I came to the House of Representatives, Speaker Tyler was not my candidate.
Okay.
I would never. My candidate was Honorable Snow, because we all came from Unity Party. And when we spoke, he told me, say, he, along with other people, was supporting Speaker Tyler. I said, if that's the route of Unity Party, I will support Speaker Tyler. From that day, I supported Speaker Tyler with my heart because we all came from Unity Party. I'm party sensitive. I'm not carried away by what people do. I believe in an institution and I live by the belief and ideology of that institution. So I supported Speaker Tyler because we all came from Unity Party. What was the need of going to support her? So even when there was a fight, I stood by him because he is my partisan. And I believe in his leadership style, so I supported him.
Okay, Honorable, let's go now to your district. District number 2 is in Bonserrado County, is in the suburb of Pinsville, and it seems to be one of the biggest districts, stretching through the beginning of Pinsville from Double Bridge down to Jacobtown, Lone Star, going to Johnsonville. So it's a very big district. How do you manage the district in terms of development initiative?
Well, thank you. You see, when we talk about the mantle of authority for district number 2, I always said that district was a virgin district. There were no development. The people were yearning for development. There were a lot of things that was lacking in our district. Like in the Mount Bagley where we built the health center, there was a need because our sisters and brothers at that end, many times to get to any referral was a difficult situation. So we thought that we build the first county development money and social development that we got as our portion to build the 13-bedroom hospital at that part of the district, because that's the rural part of district number 2. And land availability is easier on that side as compared to the congested area, the Jigotan, the Amagashi community. To get land there is a difficult thing. So there we took the first development. Now came the Bala Creek. We decided to do the Bala because during the rainy season, the water is a major problem for the people of that part of our district. And when the road is very bad, the people want they want an easier route towards the Nizo community. And constructing that Bala Creek, in our belief, and the appeal by the resident of that community, we thought we'll be doing a very good job. Now that bridge has been completed, the backfilling has been 90% completed, 95% completed. We're only waiting to do the final finishing touches and then officially dedicated. We'll work on that, with the vice president or the president, and then turn it over to the community. There are other development, and then the water project for the rehab community. Now that we are on vacation, we hope that we can begin to work with water and see what to pay the money so that they can to do that. There are several other projects that have been earmarked in the district. The district hall will be built in the Peace Island community. Another market we intend to build that has been resoluted by the county, the district city, to build a market in the Amagashi community, and a footpath bridge in the New Hope community, not a New Hope, Peace City community, to link Peace City along with the Peace Island. These and other things. We hope that whatever we get from our legislative project this year, we need to go back. We are thinking of doing something in the Johnsonville community. What will be like, where we don't know yet, but we'll meet with the resident of that along with the township commissioner and see what development can be taken there. And I know since we took over, it has been our priority to do the roads on our own. Most time we spend money from our pocket to do that. That's something that we thought to give back to our people, our social responsibility with the resident of District 2. And the human capacity building, the scholarship. Musa, as we speak today, our scholarship is 2.1 million Liberian naira that we're paying for children that we don't know their parents, those who the Ebola affected and other people in the district. We're helping them to build that capacity, some in private university, University of Liberia, and grade schools. We think that one of the ways we as lawmakers we can give back to our community people, the district. So we are happy that we're making that impact. We are touching the life of several students, and we hope to continue that.
So what's your challenges now as a representative? What's the major challenges associated with the job?
Well, the major challenges is the understanding of our people. People think when you are a lawmaker, you sort of be dishing out money to them. You supposed to be making sure that they get married. When there is death, you shoulder that responsibility. And I always tell them, look, that's not my job, but we have a social responsibility to our people. Even when we're not representative, we did those things. So how much more you did? But again, for them to understand is where we have one of the major challenges, because they will not understand the fee that you got to do that. But again, it's associated with the job we do. And then development-wise, we have some challenges, but we will hope that very soon we'll be able to take care of those basic things for the people of our district.
Okay, let's now come to oppositions. You have a lot of oppositions within the district. Do it sometimes bother you when you listen to radio? You see people criticizing you, especially some little kids that maybe you may call your son or your little girl, maybe using words on you. Do you sometimes regret being a politician? Because you have to be a politician because some of these guys use words on you. Do it sometimes bother you? Do you sometimes feel like there's no need to be in politics because the way you've been addressed by folks or young people in the district at times?
Well, I get no regret for where I sit, because these were some of the ramifications that I thought about before taking a job. And when I was a businessman, no one went into my personal life. No one insulted me. Obviously, there'll be a recourse to go to court. But as a public servant, your life is open to the public. So whatever is said to me, it really doesn't bother me, because that's the job I opted to do and I accepted to do. So, and the job is associated with that. So you got to go with that. So we accept it. We get no regret about that. With regard to opposition, we get no regret, because we know that there will always be opposition. But your ability to transcend above their thinking is what matters. People will say what they want to say. Sometimes politicians will say the worst thing, but they really don't mean that. They just want to get at you. By the end of the day, we all are friends, we are family, we live together in a community, and we'll continue to live together as long we serve the position, or even after the position, we'll still live together.
Do you sometimes listen to what people say about you in the rural communities? Do you sometimes follow them?
Well, sometimes
get
yeah,
information?
Yeah, sometimes I get the information. We can see the honorable, accessible, we abandoned district. Those are political jargon that we all politicians now are used to. Abandoned district. Sometimes these folks are saying those things because they want to see. They want to have an association with you. They want to have contact with you. And because you're not giving, they don't have that contact. They say the district is abandoned. We can't see it. So if you sit with them to say, okay, look, yeah, ma'am, what is it that I need to do that I have not done? They say nothing. Absolutely not. But again, you got to understand as a politician, some of the people want to associate themselves with you. So you got to create an avenue to talk to them. Sometimes people just want to say, look, I know the honorable, and just want to say, look, I sat with him, we talk. Again, that's part of the job. People want to associate themselves with the power to be. You in power, you the godfather in the district, so people want to come around you. So for me, I really don't have a problem with that. Whenever I have a time, the time to sit with the young people on a Saturday, Friday, Sunday, I visit them, we sit, we talk. So
you declare your intention to run for the second term. So what are your people saying to you about it? Are they embracing the idea?
Well, from all indication, yes, they have shown me that yes, they will give me their support like they did in the past, and I have no doubt that they will not do what they did. So yes, politics people will come. 2011 were 12 person that ran for the position. There's a famous saying that many are called, few are chosen. So again, we were one of those that were chosen among the many that were called to the position. So that is the fact. So many people will come up, some will not run, some will run. By the end of the day, the ultimate decision is with the people of District 2 to make that decision. And I tell people, 2011 was more challenging than 2017 for me, because the district was a virgin district, was a new district. You needed to go out for people to know who you are, to sell your platform. So that was difficult. But I can assure you, come 2017, we will become victorious.
Okay, before we leave you, before the 2011 election, there was this cohesive dialogue you went to with your kinsmen for the selection of a particular candidate. I'm sure it's going to happen, but there are rumors within the community that you said there was agreement that you're going to go for one term, and then you're talking about second term. Was that right? Some of your opposition are saying you said to them that you're going to contest for one term.
Well, that's not true. I never said that to anybody, which I say I challenge to come out to say where I said that. And the negotiation, again, I also hear that it was negotiated that Honorable Kanneh will serve one term. Those who broke the peace, the broker of that peace, are also almost other than our life. And they said that at no time that was said. But again, we are politicians. We have become a theoretical politician, and we are practical politicians. We are not theoretical politicians. We are practical politicians. We follow the days of what comes out come 2017, but we are certain that we will be victorious come 2017.
Okay, but let's come to seeing where you are now and where you came from. How can you classify your personal life? Can we tell me that as a young man coming us, can we tell your life now as being from grass to grace? We accept that theory of it, from grass to grace. Or you have been increased or true?
Well, I think I came from a middle class family.
Okay.
So I will not consider my ascendancy to the position from grass to grace. I will consider that I've maintained my starter course from my early childhood, from my days of my parents up to today's day. I think we have maintained that starter course as a family. We have been a middle class family people. Our parents provided almost everything that we wanted. We went to the best of schools. Our family, yes, we are grateful. At least our parents left something that we can all hang on to, say, yes, mama and daddy left something for us. So I have not come from grass ready. I came from the middle class, and I think I still maintain that starter course.
Okay, now final message to the people as we leave you.
Well, my final message to the people of District 2, I just want to say to them, thanks for their support, and we look out for more support come 2017. And we shall do the best we can. We promise them a lot, and at least today we are fulfilling, if not 100%, at least 75-80%. We might not be able to do all 100%, but we'll try to do the best we can so that they too will see, because tangible is evident than saying I will. The tangible will prove what we have done. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. And wish you best as you continue your political life and go for the second term. We wish to talk to you, do a profile of you, especially if you win the second term. If God gave us this long life, do a profile of you in the last 1 year of that, try to see what you have done within that year. I want to say thank you again for talking with us. I want to say thank you to our many viewers on Royal TV Channel 3 for following us on this profile interview with Representative Sekou Kanneh. I want to say my name is Musa Kenneh. Solomon West, the cameraman. Join us next Saturday, same time, same station for another edition of the program Legislative Hour. I want to say thank you very much for the program.